the... territorial cores? Is this where I find out that Catalonia didn't actually full core everything I gave them? And they have instead decided to humiliate me. Which wouldn't be very nice. Well, I'll state you. This would be a great place to state. Man, I paid full price for all of that. Dang. Right, how are we looking when it comes to our state limit? We have plenty. Let's just swallow the cost. It's good land. I can't resist. Hell, it's very good land. This is an excellent position for a fort as well. It guards the most of the approach here. If you had Navarra as well, you'd guard the entire approach from Gaul into Iberia. The problem is it's level 2. Let's give it a quick upgrade. Valencia, we'll keep the fort there anyway though. Integration may be slow, sure, but it's given me some free troops, which I'm going to use to de-siege and hopefully not get killed by Brits. They seem to be sent quite far back now. Oh yeah, oh man, Prom is going places. That's a great connection of the name. Why are there two of them that I can't cover? What am I looking at? Gibraltar and... I'm at war with Granada, and Granada have cores on them. Oh well, c'est la vie. Also, I got a bit of a free navy going on here. Okay, finally, let's invade Tunis good and proper. I want the capital first and foremost, shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I got some free boats as well. We'll have them join in the fun over there. I am getting ticking war score for this war, which is good. Sometimes with coalition wars you just have to wait out the bulk of it, but you shouldn't be too afraid of coalition wars. It won't let me cancel military access with Castile. Who exactly is there? We have forces inside their borders. Maybe I gave conditional military access to somebody else that does. I think the AI gets to ignore that check. But the AI is a cheating bugger. Alright, we finally made it, and they decided to give up the siege, unfortunately. But Fernari still gets to fight. And I finally get La Mancha back. If for just a moment. The Brits are gonna duke it out over there, that's fine. Right, I need to start winning some battles against the British to get ticking war score against them. I see that they've got a bit of an unhealthy obsession with what now? They gave it up. The Brits just giving up everything these days. There's a lot more war score to be had here, but I need to yet again get my occupations on Venice. We'll kick them out of our country. Still quite a bit of conversion to be done here. Autonomy is quite high across the board too, though, which isn't too great. So I should go for ones that have relatively low autonomy. Bong. Donote says, let's try the message highlight thing. Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to you as well, Donotes. Hope it is a prosperous one. Alright, well, successful landing at least over in Tunis. Shouldn't take long to batter it down. Of course, speaking of battering, we should do exactly that to their navy. Easy money. Well, that sent you packing, and on comes the war score. I'm going to keep you guys relatively central for now, I think. would I benefit from pushing further into Venice? I would like this war over with. But we have a lot more ticking war score still to get, so I could probably just sit back a bit. I can push on Venice at the end. I'd rather be in a position to jump on Brits. I should also guard this. There's a chance that Tunisians could slither their way through onto Granada. Have you considered playing through the original Stronghold Crusader? No, it doesn't really appeal to me. And I don't have any good argument as to why, it just doesn't. Right, come on, Tunis. There we go, that took forever. Now all I'm allowed to take is this area. But I don't want to give it up just yet for some odd reason. God, I barely got an army to throw against me. No need to be greedy here, I guess. But I'd really like Kef down. And that should be Von Dougal's job, because he's the ultimate siege. The super high school level besieger. It's grasslands. I don't want to take a fight in the grasslands, but I need to start beating up the British. So we'll make a move on them. How long's the stream been up? Looks like it's been up for an hour. Welcome, River Fiend. You might want that Tunisian island too. It's not about wanting, it's about sticking to the progress that I've decided we shall be doing for PRoman here. And I must take just this area first. Got assault Carthage. Alright, Brits, you're not terribly well led. Bohemia has decided coalition is on the menu. I just can't seem to escape coalition fun. Hopefully he doesn't declare war for it though. And Frankfurt's joining in too. Curse the British. Damn that Dr. Fred. Well, I'll tell you, the British are also causing me grief over here. That seems like a nice and easy battle to take. And I can drop in unannounced if I just hop over to Nice. There's that navy of mine. Alright, we'll take a chance. We'll bring you over to Nice, pick you up, and then... supplies a bit better in Albenga. And then we'll drop in unannounced over in Valencia. It's not the best fortification, but even Stevens, we should be able to crush the British. Always the perfidious Albion, says Mordcalb. Jake, are you going to exploit Dev and Tunis for the real salting experience? Of course! Can't believe that's even a question. Leaving myself a bit undefended here, but I need to start getting ticking war scoring against the British, or else this war's going to go on forever. Who am I even sending in this fight? Yeah, Fanari's got this. Remember, the fire phase comes first. Even early in the game when it's a bit crummy, it still comes first. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame we didn't get a looting event when Carthage fell. It's alright, we'll just do it the manual way. James, the British haven't reinforced their armies at all. They're having some real problems there. If I just get a little bit more war score, I'll be getting ticking war score from this. Which I probably don't need to tell you, but it's fantastic. We could drop in by Montpellier and then come up and snake around the British and capture them that way. Did you scorch earth in Tunis? That's a bit inconsequential, sadly. Well, this is coming along a storm. Probably because they're not even offering any real resistance here. Where are the Tunisians? And how much can I push this? They have a fort over there. It's a little scary not seeing where their armies are. And I'm going to push you folks over there. And we'll just lay siege along the way. And if he comes to take any of this back, we can just jump around. Hell, I have units stationed here, there, and everywhere for such eventualities. Now, let's hope we can actually get the jump on the British over here. I want to get him in Wallace. And or Gromit. Oh no, Von Douglas! He just couldn't handle Africa. Okay, then. I'll have you head over there, and we'll have a brand new general for you. We're gonna have G. Bromius. The walking cannon. Right, I've been making a lot of claims on the Ottomans. It's 9 years before we go toe-to-toe. I should be relatively ready for him. It would be a shame not to retake Naxos. But I also need to start making headway on Western Anatolia. Let's go for Biga for now. What's Jake's military tradition? Military tradition is 86. And because we have aristocratic, we also get +1 leader siege. So yeah, that was pretty hyper weapony. Okay, let's go straight for them in. Oh, he wants to be part of that, does he? Interesting. It's very unlikely that I'll lose out there, but let's send some reinforcements over just in case. Jake, do you have any public thoughts on the most recent Marines dev diary? I do not. I don't make a habit of having thoughts. Oh boy, the British do not want to lose this fight. They just piled on everything. And what's with all this green blue stuff? Newfoundland shows up as blue. Well, Lawrence Clive, 320. Fornari is 5-2 and has extra fire damage. So even though you outrolled me, this is still a 2 versus -1. Alright, good start. I'm pretty confident that we'll floor the cowardly Brits. That's how it's done. I don't like, however, that the combat width is wider. They have a tech advantage on me, which is making combat width actually 32 instead of 30. What a shame, but I will not chase that. I will instead get a couple of amazing ideas. Naval stuff. But the next idea is the killer. Battery and discipline. Brits, go home and give me that war score while you're at it. Sadly, they're running quite a bit far away, so I won't be able to give good chase, but we'll just take care of ourselves back in Cremona. And I will consider how much of a peace deal I want to do with Tunis. Oh, speaking of the Brits, they've decided to launch some kind of naval attack here. I think I'll just take the battle, though. I'm going to see where they end up and just jump on them. It's Bourm pinging Jolteon in the chat for. Okay, what are you up to, British? Stop land sailing over Corsica and... Alright, they're heading over to Nice. Sure. Sure, why not? It's not a particularly scary army, I guess. Well, the Brits have most of their army over here, and it is quite an army. But we're better. I also need to deal with all this nonsense. Oh, oh, he changed his mind. Siena is now the place to go. Oh, fine, I'll march over to Siena. I'll get there on the 8th, and you'll be movement locked in by then. You guys just take a step back, so this guy's free to move around. Oh, it kinda super sucks to be Teniz today. He's bringing something that looks a bit more like a real navy in. I want to intercept it. I'd also like to have a siege bonus, sea siege bonus on that. Oh, that isn't good. Nah, I suppose it's okay. The British are giving up on this. Don't like the way this goes, but we should be able to win. There's a lot going on. There's so much going on everywhere in this campaign. But that's kind of fun, exhilarating. I'm enjoying all this fighting and more fighting. Alright, Dara's down. I'm wondering if it's really worth my while to keep pushing Teniz just for a few ducats. It's not like we're hurting for ducats, and I'm really wanting to get my salt on when it comes to Teniz. It's 47 overextension. But overextension is, as they say, just a number. Give it to me. I'm surprised nobody's landed in Asia yet, says Herr Hul. Well, that is true, but I do keep an army stationed there, so it's not like it's a freebie for anyone that walks in. I also have quite a few forts. Huh, I swear I had more forts. And more of a navy. Oh, I guess I integrated this navy. Alright, back you go there. Well, whatever the case, it's looking fine there. Nice, the cape is looking good as well. It's tempting to throw a fort down here so that nobody can easily take all this over. But I'm also thinking it's probably not worth the money. It gets taken so infrequently anyway, and it's not like it suffers from lack of... air. The British are coming. It's not like it suffers from lack of prosperity, that's what I wanted to say. I have galleys, so I should be in for a good one here. I'm going to throw a few more galleys their way, whilst we embrace the British on the seas. Alright, now how do we celebrate the taking of... Damn, it's got 17 development, that isn't right. Well, first we core it all up. 3 out of 3. Why 3 out of 3? Why not 5 out of 5? Oh, I see. It's too far away for all that, huh? Yeah, another continent, don't have connection, so we'll need to get these done before we can do these. After that, we'll be okay. As for you folks, well, get back to Teniz and salt it dry. Well, the British haven't brought galleys, so I'm quite confident we can win this, but they have better many things than us. In fact, we are losing the engagement against the transports, which is filling me with grief. La Mancha will provide us with a lot more gold, though. That's giving me the opposite of grief. I'm going to do Minorca just so I don't have to worry about island rebels here. Nobody likes island rebels. Speaking of that, let's just clunk, not have to bother with you. I don't have... I'll lose a boat or two there? Probably. I don't have absolutism yet. We'll get it soon enough, but I need peace to get that ball rolling. Just walking in and taking names here, which is fine. Alright. That wasn't without its cost, but we got it. And now I have to take care of the other one. I don't want to lose any battles in this. Not against the British. Oh, hang on, I need to send everything over there, not just the ones that I want. Alright, that'll do it. That'll do it nicely. Exploit Carthage for dev, salt the earth. Yep, that's on the cards, but you need to have a core first before you can do any of that. taking forever to core the stuff over there, but that's okay. I got a good amount of transport, so that works for me. I kind of want those 9,000 PRoman soldiers elsewhere. I can't dismiss them for manpower right now, which is a crying shame, but I also don't want them to take the risk of walking over. I'll make them take the risk anyway. I'm sure they'll be fine. Alright. With all this going on, I can finally make peace with Mecklenburg. All I need to do is take this over. Don't like the fact that the British are still coming in great numbers. I have a solution for this. So I need you guys back. What about this, though? It's alright, that war can wait. The British need to be kicked in the rear end before they plough through that fortification. I could think of it another way, in that if I end this war, I will... No, if I want to give that land to Croatia, I need to be at peace. But I could look after it for a little while. Whatever, I'm in the mood for crushing Brits, so let's do that. When can you start integrating Toulouse? Any idea which vassal you want to make Gaul? I won't integrate Toulouse until I can start mashing my way through Gaul, which is after Tunis. Oh, well, I did Tunis, so I can scratch that off the list here. With Tunis down, up for grabs is mainland Iberia and western Anatolia, and after I get those two, everything from Tunis to Egypt is good to go. So I can take this and this, and once I've taken both of those, I can take this. My methods are arbitrary, but we will stick to them. Good God, Britain. You want to go to Nice, do you? Can be arranged. I don't even mind if they land in Nice. That's a freebie for me to go and crush. Also, welcome to the family. Moon versus Sun 10? Babbling buffoons. I wish I could execute them. The fort in Kef is very ill-placed. It would defend all of this if it was over in Kairouan, but it is not. Also, this shouldn't be called Tunis. It should be called Carthage. I wonder if you lose German aggressive expansion by the time that's over then. I don't think I'll be losing much aggressive expansion. Great Britain 166, France 709. James, even Central Asia has aggressive expansion with me. Nasty stuff. Okay, back you go. Wait, where did the British boat go? Okay, they decided against it. Now they're sailing back. Recht. Here's my thoughts. I'm going to take the cannons from you. Send you over there. You're going to meet up, connect with the cannons, and attack. Additionally, now that the combat width has grown, I'm going to add a couple of units to you. And a couple of units to you, who will reposition yourself over to Ferrara. Ready to jump on Venice. Wonderful. Got a lot of free diplomats, I don't like that. But I'm super friendly with Toulouse. Super friendly with all my subjects except for Mong Huang and Lana. So I have an idea. They do exist, right? Lana. Let's get friendly. Mong Huang, let's get friendly. But in getting friendly, I'm going to take your artifacts, and I'm going to take your tribute. Did I even need that? Was I already at 100? Was I already at 100? Yoink. Not a lot of money, but the important thing about being greedy is not to be turned off by things like, oh, it's not that much. Have you enabled the defense edict? In some places, yes. Especially when they're key choke points. Abilities on their way down, which is a shame. I was hoping to punch some goodies out of them. Right. There are a lot of them. Can't deny that. We're gonna kill them. Oh, jinx. We're gonna have to kill them fast. There's already a water shortage there. It's mountainous, but there are a lot more of them than there are of us. And I'm being a bit cocky because I'm sending some of my units away there. The walking cannon will take care of Slavonia without any actual cannons, which is maybe a bit silly, but it's what we're doing. But Fornari knows how to take a battle. The fire phase, after all, comes first. Many options. Are any of them good? Well, I'm not all that keen on having Muslims around here. So let's do away with them. Just pick them up and put them somewhere else. Finally we have this area fully cored, so it shall be fully stated, so that I can enjoy all that delicious gold. Good grief. So that's a pretty big fight. We'll reinforce it just in case our front line doesn't hold out too well. It's Lawrence Clive again. You would have thought he'd learnt his lesson. We learnt lessons. We now have a full back row of cannons, and we're not getting outflanked. Oh god, we're getting beaten pretty hard there. If our front line falls, we're in a bad state. But that's exactly why we have reinforcements coming in. Oh god, not fast enough. Oh, that's awful. Our front line broke. The cannons are on the front line. They immediately get crushed. We lost a lot of cannons that we didn't have to lose that day. But we won the battle. That gave a healthy chunk of war score. Get you guys back out of there. There's a lot of you, isn't there? Alright, chill out in Manly Mantua for now. I guess I could send my cannons over to the walking cannon himself. Unfortunately, that cost me a lot of manpower. There's nothing even saying that I actually have to bother with fighting these guys. I have plenty of war score from battles, so I'll just occupy these and then clean up the war, and then I'll focus on pushing out the British, which shouldn't take too many more battles. And as long as it's just the British, then that's no big deal for me to crush. Plenty of crushing to be done, though. Bloomin' Brits. They're apparently getting out of there on the 4th. So why will there be a battle? Exactly, there won't. Well, we'll try and chase him down. If I don't get him, and I feel like I won't, just get back to PRoman. Yeah. Hopefully the walking cannon has that. Oh my god, he doesn't even need cannons. Jabromius just looks at the walls and they crumble. Hokily dokily. My demands are simple. No, not hungry. God, no. I can't seem to demand it directly from my subject here. Of course not, it's our capital. Well then. I guess I'm just taking it directly. I won't core it, I'll just keep it safe. There's other land that I could take, but I'm not particularly hungry for it. That seems fair for peace. There's nothing else I have to do here, so I could force religion, but that's okay.